Em, if you could clap for me. Wasn't such a good one from Em this week.
I did a really good one.
Nah, it wasn't that good. Sorry.
You can't. How do you know?
I could just tell from
Because you could check the sound wave.
the sound wave.
Oh, hang
The
on.
sound.
Ori's trying to get in. Ori's trying to get in.
The sound wave!
No, you go. Go on.
Ori is Em's pimp, listeners, for those who don't know.
For those who are unaware. Yeah,
Luna is
he can
very
be
well
very
behaved. She
aggressive.
can stay in.
Luna,
Ori.
for listeners, is another prostitute
Another
who lives
call girl.
with. It's a bad one. It's a bad start. I'll give you that.
It's going to be a bad episode. They're all bad episodes.
No, it's not going to be a bad episode because this one's an M special. This one, Em
No,
is.
it's not.
This one's entirely devoted to Emily. She's put all the work in, listeners.
Oh, no.
So if it is a bad one, you can blame her.
Thanks, Paul.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
You bastard! Good morrow, people of the Internetiverse, and welcome to this week's episode of Tasteful Nudes, episode 11. I
Here we
am
go.
your bodacious host, Dan, as always, joined by the wibbly wanker Paul Austin.
Yep. I've run out of things. I've run out of intros, to be honest. And it's the breakfast
you
show.
didn't need to come up with a different one every time. You could have just stuck with the first one like you were
could've.
supposed to, and then you've changed it every week.
I know, I've set a precedent
And-
that I can't follow.
I'm not shocked. And I would crawl through 18 miles of broken glass, rusty nails, and used needles just to watch her arsehole wink at me through a piece of perspex. It's Emily Poulter!
Listeners, Dan actually warned Em about that, but I mean, that is
He
great.
said
I still didn't
advance,
expect
and I was
that.
like, yeah,
It was
I
the
didn't think you
perspex that I liked. The perspex element.
Yeah, it was all going well until that.
So, Em, how do you want to start the Emily special? How do you want to begin this one?
Is that
Well,
the name of this week's episode?
Yeah.
I think
Emily
I like the
special.
Emily special, yeah.
The Emily special. It's what you can
Well, I
order.
can
It's what you
start-
order
I
when
can
you go and
start.
visit Ori. Oh
It
no! I'm
involves-
sorry.
It
I'm
involves a
sorry.
lot of perspex.
I'm sorry.
I can start with a question if you like.
Definitely, yes.
Sure.
Sling a question at us.
Perspex.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Are you coming up
I'm
with a
gonna go this
question now?
one. No, I've got some
Oh,
written
okay.
down.
All right, good.
From a little notepad.
Okay.
Okay. The human race is destroyed in a freak yachting accident, and the only thing left not destroyed is your autobiography. What will the alien species who inevitably take over Earth learn from it?
Well, the thing is, listeners, both me and Dan actually have autobiographies.
Yes.
We've both been writing, for separate reasons, a sort of ludicrous, heightened version of our real lives. Mine is less.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Mine
Mine
is-
is
mine is
100% accurate.
Mine is less
Yeah.
real than Dan's, admittedly.
Dan's is pretty real.
Given that nothing in
Yeah, mine is literally 100% accurate.
but nothing in mine is
Word
is
for
true.
word.
Nothing in mine is true. It's all made up. So,
Apart from your own name. Your
apart
own
from
name is
that's
the
true,
only thing
actually.
that's true.
My own name, and George appears in it a few times, and that's his real name.
Oh, right. George gets to appear because everybody loves George.
Why is
George
it-
is great. Clearly, we care about George and other
Guys,
shitty
you're
podcasts
derailing
more
my
than us.
question.
And
To
that's
be
why.
fair, though, he only appears in it for me to make fun of him.
I don't care.
So,
Can you answer my
Shows you
question,
care.
please?
anyway, this is. I'm all right. I'm getting to it. I'm just doing a bit of
Emily
build up.
o'clock.
We gave her too much power.
There you go,
Paul.
that can be
We
the
gave her
title
too
of
much
the
power.
You did.
Well, from mine,
Go with power.
they'd learn shit all. That there was this weird little guy who had weird adventures with weird people who don't actually exist, and there's no historical record of any of them apart
But
from
they'd
me.
probably think it was true, wouldn't they?
I guess they'd just think it was weird though, and that they'd think everyone was like me. I guess until they discovered another autobiography belonging to Dan Archer, and that would give them another idea of
And what they'd
history.
learn from that is that life is miserable, existence is pain, and God died many years ago when humanity killed him.
Yeah, there
That's
you
what they'd
go.
learn.
That's what they'd learn. What about from yours,
Brilliant.
Em?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Oh,
and I don't.
She doesn't have to answer the question.
By the way,
because she
listeners,
has-
we didn't write our autobiographies because we thought, like, everyone wants to hear about these. We wrote them for different reasons.
Well, I'd probably write mine because it'd be nice to think that someone reads it in 100 years. Anyway, I don't have to answer. But I have
I
more
wrote
questions.
mine simply because the sheer amount of concussions and head trauma I've taken over the years is causing me to forget most
It's a
of my
method
life.
of it's a method
So,
of sort of
the
remembering.
best way to remember that I actually existed and did
Yeah.
a thing is to write about my life.
And mine was for because of arrogance.
sexual reasons.
Oh, that as well, yeah.
I like it.
Thing.
Would you
I
like another
liked it.
question?
I liked it. Go on.
Uh,
Emily's second question.
Who's your best friend?
Oh, this is a fucking trap. Oh my god.
My best friend, and he will be forever, is the Lord Jesus. And there's no getting around that.
I was gonna smash my phone because I thought you were about to go, my Lord George, and I was about to fucking murder you.
No, it's got to be
Like, how
Jesus.
dare.
You can't hold anyone over Jesus.
No, that's fair.
I hold him in my heart, and I hold him in my cock.
In
I
your
have
palm,
sexual
in your
dreams
sweaty
about
palms?
Jesus. He visits me in the
Sweet
night.
Jesus.
This is what happens when you do an early morning one, listeners. I get
Also,
get
like,
all
that
funny.
seems a very damaging best friendship that you're sat there sexually dreaming about him every night. That seems more like unrequited love than
not a
It's
dreaming
fine to
thing.
have sexual dreams about your best friends.
yeah, especially if they're
Not
Jesus.
every night, not
Every
holding them in your cock and dreaming about them every night. Then it's a bit beyond. The occasional one, that's fine. But, you know, Paul's described it like he's got a shrine he spangles off to every
I do have a
night.
shrine.
And that's where it's a
I do have a
fucking
shrine
lie.
to
Real
Jesus.
shrines.
Yeah, I do have a shrine to
That's
Jesus.
normal. That's the normal bit of this whole scenario.
I mean, I thought
I rubbed
mine was
myself
normal
on
by
it.
having like little cupboard shrine dedicated to M and little drone cameras that followed her around for when she
get
was
my
getting
little
changed.
cross with
I
my-
thought mine was weird, but I think Paul's is
Whoa,
worse.
whoa! Does that mean I'm your best friend?
I'm sorry, what?
I get my little
You just
cross.
said you've got a little shrine to me.
I didn't say that.
You did.
I mean, there's
Okay,
audio
Don't
evidence
know what
if you
you're talking
did.
about.
So just waiting for the podcast
I'm not
to
sure
be
what you're
released.
talking about.
Well, I feel like we should stop this before it gets more offensive.
What I like to do is get my little statue of Jesus, my best friend,
No.
and rub it on my
No.
nipple like he's
Oh my
like
god,
he's,
we're
like he's
starting
licking
a
it.
holy war this time. He's not starting a war with
Because the thing about
YouTubers, he's
Jesus
starting
is
a
that he
war
is.
with the
It's not
entire
very well
Christian
known,
faith.
but Jesus is a homosexual.
Please
I
stop.
can't even cut him. I can't even cut him because he's the one in
Big
charge. We're fucked.
Big gay Jesus, we call him.
So,
Big-
is this
big
the,
gay
is
J.
this the biggest war that Paul's ever started? Because it's with the entirety
Yes.
Yeah,
of
fuck them
Christianity.
though. Fuck them.
100%.
Shall
I ask another question?
Go for it.
Please do.
Get one more.
Emily's third question. We could have a
Yeah, one
jingle
more
for that one,
question.
couldn't we? Emily's third question. She's asking the third question in a row. Emily's first. I've lost it. Go on.
Why? M's first time doing questions, already you're talking about jingles. I've done 10
Just for-
episodes
just for
of
a
fucking
third one.
questions. Have I got a fucking jingle? On anything I've asked for one. No.
I'm just trying to make her feel
fucking
special,
suck.
Dan. I'm just trying to make her feel
Well,
special.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. She gets paid to feel special
Oh, that's true,
by
actually,
Ori
yeah.
and all the others. All right, I don't have to fucking deal with it.
That's true. Emily does have a rather large paycheck for appearing on this, plus royalties. So whenever
everyone
you
gets
watch,
paid.
whenever anyone watches one of these videos, she gets 200 quid.
Fucking
Thanks,
ridiculous.
guys.
She's made about 400 quid so far.
Exactly. My God, imagine how much you'd make if people gave a shit about us.
Go on, ask your
So much money.
Ask your third question then.
Okay. What's your perfect sandwich?
Oh, okay, finally we're on to some good fucking food question.
So good you can't think of an answer.
I mean, I can, but I assumed Paul was going to dive straight in.
No, I'm
He
thinking.
normally does, doesn't
I'm
he?
thinking.
Okay. So, it's a toss-up for me, because I do love a good toasted sandwich, to the point
Ooh.
where I broke my original toasted sandwich maker.
Rest
Like,
in
I
peace.
had one when I moved into the flat. I've been here just over 2 years. I'm pretty sure it's been broke for a year. and just didn't buy a new one, just chucked it out.
Let flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Because I used it far too much. So I do love a good toasted sandwich, but at the same time, I am quite a big fan of an excessively large monstrosity. Where you do like a slice of bread and you do like 8 fillings on the bottom, then a slice of bread, and then a shit ton of fillings, and then another slice of bread. And just make a full-on Scooby-Doo-esque sandwich.
It's a club sandwich, they call it, isn't it? When it's got 3 slices of bread in it. Am I correct?
I have no idea.
I think you're right.
I've never looked into it.
I think that's called a club sandwich.
Then I finally know what a club sandwich is. I've never known that's what it was.
I don't feel like there's enough, like, veggie sandwich fillings that I could have 8. I think I'm lucky if I get 2.
What did you have in your Five Guys burger yesterday?
Oh, onions, peppers, mushrooms, lettuce, cheese. All right,
Sadness.
I see you're proving a point here. That was more than 2.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of... I mean, there's shitloads of vegetables.
Yeah.
There's less
But does that
meat.
just count as
I mean, there's less
vegetables?
meat than there are vegetables.
Yeah, but I was giving vegetables like a blanket vegetable. I'm not answering this question. What's your favourite sandwich?
Only because you've got yourself into a little hole.
Because she's
I'm in a
wrong.
pickle.
A pumpernickel pickle.
Love pumpernickel.
Why are you so good at alliteration?
I don't know. Apparently, I've got a fucking wasted vocation right here.
I'm going to go with Dan on this one as well. I love a toasted sandwich. My preference for toasted sandwich at the moment, and I've discussed it on the pod, is the cheese and Marmite.
Slice of baby.
Oh. Well, there's that as well, but that's more of a rare thing, like a special occasion.
That's more a post-coital treat.
We just finished having sex. We're lying on the bed. We fall flat on our backs, out of breath, and I go, "Oh, quite hungry now." And they're like, "Yeah, me too." And I go, "Do you want a slice of baby?" And they're like, "Oh,
you just
fuck."
slice a human baby, put that in a toasted sandwich.
While it's crying, and it's like, ah. Anyway, they were getting into an unpleasant area.
Some people smoke in their afterglow. Paul has a slice of baby in a sandwich.
I opened my drawer, and there's just a...
So it's just a collection of babies.
How have you managed to ruin 2 of my very innocent questions?
Because I'm a monster and I've
Because
been
they're
awake
so-
for 10
because
minutes
they're-
and I had 2 hours sleep.
Not you, it's
I
the
don't
other
know
one.
where colours are.
I mean, I ruined the other one, but Dan brought up the baby
yeah,
eating
this was
for
me.
this one.
This was me with
yeah,
the baby
okay.
one. Yeah.
We both
100%
managed
me
it.
on that. Don't tease
So
me.
I like cheese and Marmite toasties. They're well delish.
I haven't tried it, but I've written it down.
They
We'll
sort of
try that
coagulate into this delicious kind of Marmite and cheesy oil. You've got to have butter in there as well, so it's pretty unhealthy, but it's
later.
delicious.
You have butter on every sandwich.
Yeah, but I mean inside the toasty as well as on the outside.
Yeah,
So there's
that's
fucking
how you do a toasted
quadruple layer of butter. Do you have butter generally inside the sandwich as well when you toast one?
I have butter in every
Oh,
sandwich.
really? I don't always.
Anytime I do a sandwich, I'll always butter it first.
Yeah.
Because otherwise
ever-
it gets too dry.
Have you ever had
And
a
that's
toasted?
why Dan and I are
Yeah.
meant for each other.
Have you ever had a toasted sandwich with mayonnaise on the outside?
Yeah.
Prick pass? No, fucking don't move on. Roll back, what?
Yeah, I put
What
mayo
was
in
you
my
said then?
sandwiches.
No, but have you ever had a
Son of a
toasty
bitch.
with the mayo on the outside of the bread?
No,
Mayo on the
that'd
outside.
go
Fuck
gunky.
off, mayo.
Wouldn't go
disgusting.
don't go. I'm telling you, don't go gunky. It goes lovely and golden.
Golden.
You know what? You know what mayo is?
I know you don't personally like
Satan's
mayo.
jizz. Do
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
don't
fucking
love
drink
mayo in
that?
large amounts.
No.
We've had
Get
this
the fuck outta
discussion.
here.
I don't like it in large
My
amounts.
addiction.
But when
I
you
used to
have
be
it just
addicted.
spread very thin on the outside of the bread, it goes very lovely and golden when you toast it.
Gross.
And in terms of just like normal sandwich, I like your classic mozzarella, green pesto, tomato. I like that.
Not sure that's a classic, but okay.
It's pretty classic
It's classic
in the Italy.
Yeah, exactly. Are you Italian? No.
No,
You're some
but, like-
Turk from the arse end of nowhere, so don't fucking try and pretend to be cultured.
Don't go!
You're some
Don't leave your
prick.
station!
Yeah, remember where you're from. You live in the fucking arse end
I
of
like the-
nowhere.
okay, I
you
like-
have
okay.
nothing!
Okay, I like the Droid sandwich, which is no bread, but like two
Being
sort
hit
of
in the face
crackers,
with a
two
bat.
cream crackers, salt, and chewed up bits of Wotsits.
And
You
the
chew them up.
crippling disappointment of being
No, you,
from
well,
the
you can,
underclass.
but like this, it's a hassle. That so you chew up all the Wotsits, and then you get the cracker, and you like,
The baby bird them back onto the cracker, yeah.
and you like spread it with the other cracker, and that's the Droitwich sandwich. Listeners, you can try that delicious recipe at home.
And you wash it down with a nice glass of being crushed under the weight of the upper class. That's how you truly enjoy a Droitwich sandwich.
What are you talking about? Droitwich has got a Waitrose. It's well
It has got a Waitrose, but not our kind. Don't
Not
use
his
that.
end of
We
Droitwich.
use the Morrisons.
Yeah.
If
Not
we
his
ha-
end of Droitwich.
If we're
Okay,
feeling,
so wait,
fa-
Droitwich
if we're
just has
feeling
a middle
fancy,
finger. His end of Droitwich just has a sign that is shaped like a middle finger that says "Stop dreaming" on it. That's
Exactly.
all that his end of Droitwich has.
I thought where you lived was really nice. I have no problem with Droitwich, but yeah. You live in a lovely little bit.
I don't need your pity.
It's a big town. It
you,
can
Paul.
survive my abuse.
Fuck you, man. That's what
Fine.
even bother.
Fucking
Won't
hell.
bother. I'm gonna rig my quiz so that you lose.
Wow, I mean, I didn't. That's fine. All right.
I thoroughly expected him to lose anyway. Not because I think I'm great and I'm going to win.
I'll fuck it up.
Mostly because it's Paul, and
I'll
I
fuck
think
it
he
up.
will intentionally answer all the questions wrong or answer like a dickhead.
Well, we've
because
teased it
that's what
now.
he
We've
does.
teased it. Shall we move straight on to the quiz then? Now we've teased
Yeah.
it. Good.
Fuck it.
Well done.
Yeah, that's the title. That was it.
That was words.
What is it actually called?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
It's Mastermind.
Dan
Explain the rules, Em.
Paul Mastermind.
Okay.
Sorry, hang on. I'm just gonna because I've got them on my phone. You can cut this bit out, right? I've got it on my phone, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna send it.
Yeah, I can.
He won't.
Please.
He can, but he won't.
I'm sending it to myself so I can get it up on my laptop, and then I don't have to be on my phone.
I mean, in episode, what's the last
that's
one that
what
got
I-
released? It's like 7.
10.
Episode shit.
No, the one that. No, not that one. Not the one we recorded. The one that was released when we were.
8, I believe, was the latest one.
I think so.
fruit,
But that
fruit theory.
fruit theory. I mean, think how many times I say I'm going to cut this in that episode, and I haven't.
Yeah, he has never cut a single thing. I think the only
Oh,
thing
I
he's
have.
ever done is put
I have.
horrible jazz over the awful comments he made about people.
Oh yeah.
That music is Harry Hill's trombone cover of True.
All right.
So the
It
I
was so
thought-
quick I didn't know.
so the song actually plays normally until the solo. And then there's a really bad trombone solo instead.
I thought it was Near Far, Wherever You Are from like Titanic and shit by Celine Dion.
It
I
could
thought
have
it was
been.
somebody doing a version of that.
I could include
I
maybe
actually
like
didn't
a
listen to
longer
that.
snippet of that in this episode, just for, I don't know, interest.
I don't think anyone cares.
All right,
Let's be honest, we don't
I've got my
care.
questions up. Would
Okay.
you like to know the rules?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got 10 questions on a very specific mastermind topic.
Okay.
I will read out the questions. They are all multiple choice. So you've got to
Just
wait
like
for me to give
Mastermind.
you-
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
Mastermind.
Well, they thought it'd be too hard. I was trying to be nice. Got 4. Well, they're either true or false, or you've got
I don't think.
4
Okay,
options.
off-screen, off-air thing. I don't think it should be multiple choice. I think you should just let us try and guess.
But you won't get any of
That's
them.
fine. So
No.
Oh, so the choice, the questions you've decided to give us are fucking impossible.
I thought the
then.
idea of it
So
was that
instead
it
of
was gonna be,
picking
like,
specialist
ludicrously
topics
hard.
that we stand a
Well,
chance
they
at.
are hard,
You've
but
gone
they've
like,
given you
hey,
multiple
here's,
choice. Also,
here's
some
a
of the
specialist topic
All right.
only M knows.
Okay.
some of the
Alright.
answers I had to make up myself, and I'm quite proud
okay,
of them.
all right, okay, All right.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Okay, so there's going to be either true or false, or there'll be 4 options. So you've got to wait for me to give you the 4 options before you buzz in with whatever
Okay.
noise you feel like. So can you let me know what your noise is going to be in case you do it?
Paul, you go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Dan's takes
There you
longer
go.
to start,
Good one.
so that's an advantage for me.
Yeah.
Dan has to kind of rev up.
Build up.
He has to kind of build it up like he's starting a car.
There you go. I don't have to rev it up. I lied.
Oh, okay. He tricked me.
That's my new favourite noise. I love it.
Wow. Okay, good. We've got it
Okay,
sorted
cool.
now.
Cool. Okay. Right. And you're going to put some exciting music underneath.
I'm going to put the Mastermind theme, presumably.
Good.
Okay.
So the topic is vacuums.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay, of all kinds.
Whatever kind I felt like.
As in, like, because
won't
vacuum
help
has
you answer
multiple
them.
meanings.
Yes, it does.
Good, I
I
just
was
wanted to
hoping
know.
this was going to be like specialist topics that were, known to us.
No,
So it'd be,
I knew they'd be
with
fucking
video
hard.
games or
Right, let's
like,
go. Come on.
D&D or shit. But no, yeah,
I'm ready.
fucking Go for it.
No.
I'm going to get shit.
Okay. Question number 1. Where would you find the Museum of Vacuum Cleaners?
Wham!
Space.
I haven't given you the options yet.
Oh, we've got to wait for the options.
You got to wait for me to give you the options.
Sorry.
Yeah. A. Virginia.
What was the question?
B.
I want you to
C.
remember you chose to do this, Em.
2 minutes, she said this would last.
Fucking starting again, and you're going to listen this time. Where would you find the Museum of Vacuum Cleaners? A. Virginia. B. Missouri.
What's a
C.
vacuum
Colorado. D. Illinois.
Wham!
Oh.
That's
B.
Paul. Missouri.
Yeah.
Yes, point for Paul. That's point for Paul. Okay. Question number 2. Which of these animals has the closest weight to an average vacuum cleaner? Is it A. a Canadian goose? B. a coyote? C. an Arctic fox? Or D. a kangaroo?
Wham! Now, I've noticed an issue with your game, Em. Because it's the Buzz In mechanic, and the fact that neither of us actually know the answer, just means that it's whoever buzzes first.
Yeah. But I mean, if you get it wrong, I'll pass over.
B.
Coyote? No,
Yeah.
you're wrong. Dan?
Oh.
D.
Kangaroo? No. Kangaroo
I'm just
way
going to
too
go with
heavy.
D every time. I'm just going to go with D every time.
It's an Arctic fox. It's an Arctic fox.
Oh, we got it wrong,
I
Dan.
wouldn't know. I've never lifted an Arctic fox because I've never been.
Yeah,
to
I've
the
never lifted
Arctic.
any of those animals.
So I've never met any of them.
They
to
could
see
all weigh
their
the same
fucking
as far
weight.
as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Question number 3. In the vacuum
is-
of space, how long would a human being last without a spacesuit? Is it
Years.
A, 1 minute, B, 50 seconds, C, 35 seconds, or D, 15 seconds?
Wham! 35.
Incorrect, Dan.
Oh, fuck you.
D.
15
Whatever
seconds.
D was. D.
15 seconds. Yeah?
Yeah.
You're right.
Woo!
for
D
Dan.
wins, bitches!
Point for Dan.
Always side with the D, ladies and gentlemen. That is a story for life. And if that is
That's
not the
always a good
story of
motto.
Hollywood and misogyny, I don't know what
Good
is.
motto in life.
I mean, it's
Yep,
not going to
always
help
follow
you
the
win
D.
this quiz, I'm afraid, but sure.
I mean, it will, because it will help me win the public vote and the moral victory, and that's what counts.
Okay. Question number 4.
Dream. Go.
Nowadays, they're typically referred to as a Hoover, but what did Hubert Cecil Booth, the inventor of the vacuum cleaner, nickname his invention? Was it A,
The cunt
Puffing
blaster.
Billy?
Sorry, what was A?
A, Puffing Billy, B, Sucking Susan, C, Blowing Charlie, or D, Rooming Vincent?
Buzz. Vroom, whatever my fucking thing was.
Yeah.
It's got to be B, isn't it? Because it doesn't puff and it doesn't blow, and the fourth one was nonsense.
Sucking Susan?
Yeah.
No.
But it only sucks. It
One
doesn't
of my
puff.
answers.
It doesn't puff, does it?
What's your answer, Dan?
D.
You don't even need to
Rooming
ask.
Vincent?
Oh, it
Yeah.
could have been
No.
that. Oh, it could have been that.
No,
one.
it was Puffing Billy.
But okay,
Puffing
who?
Billy.
What was his name? Henry Hoover.
Hubert Cecil
Hubert,
Booth.
some wanker.
Idiot.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah, I
puff.
know.
It sucks.
I mean,
Twat.
my names were much better. Sucking Susan.
Well, I agree. I should have known by sucking Susan. Actually, no one would actually call an invention the sucking Susan. I should have realised.
Good
I
though,
mean,
isn't it?
I was
I'd
really
call it that.
hoping that there was something called a sucking Susan, but I get the feeling
there is,
that's
but it's not
probably like an
available.
I was going to say it's an auto-fellatio machine. You, plug
You
into
can't
your
buy it in
laptop.
Comet.
Question number 5. Which vacuum cleaner reached the Robot Hall of Fame in 2010? Was it A, the Sibo, B, the Roomba,
Wham.
C, the
It's Roomba.
iRobot,
It's Roomba in it.
D, the Eureka?
I knew it was Roomba before you even
Did
said
you make
any of the
noise?
options.
Because you know about the Robot Hall of Fame.
I know what the Roomba is.
Well, he didn't wait for the fucking thing, so
What?
Roomba.
That's
Yeah,
not a
did you
rule.
You
Voice.
didn't wait until after the. You
Yeah.
didn't wait until
Yeah,
after
no,
the
he's right.
points to buzz in. So I will buzz in now when it's legal to and go with.
Paul
Roomba.
was
Do I
robbed.
get the point?
Yeah,
Paul
no, I'm
was
giving that
robbed.
to
Paul
Dan.
was
It is indeed
robbed
the Roomba.
by being a
I knew
fucking
it before.
idiot and not
Honestly, I
following
could
the
have.
rules.
If I'd have buzzed in even before you said out the answers.
So if you'd have played the game correctly, you'd have got the point.
You'd have had a point there, but you didn't follow the
Draconian.
rules. So
Draconian quiz show, listeners.
Question number
it's a
6.
fucking stupid quiz. It's on vacuum cleaners. The fuck do you care? It
Yeah, all right, good
sucks
point,
as much
good
as
point,
the
good
topic
point.
does.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
Question
I
number
just
6.
wanted to make that
When was the
comparison.
Roomba invented?
Oh,
Was it
fucking
A,
hell. I don't-
2002, B, 2005, C, 2007, or D, 2010? Yeah?
D.
It's not
You
D.
motherfucker!
Oh,
you
D.
No, it's not D. Oh,
motherfucker!
well.
Dan, over to you.
You'll go. Say D anyway.
I'm guessing I can't go with D, so I'm gonna go with C, the closest thing to D, because it stands for cock. Is it C?
No, you're both wrong. It was 2002.
Bollocks!
Oh, no.
Number
I'm
A.
still in the lead.
Number
Still
A.
in the lead.
Number A.
Damn.
Okay, question number 7. True or false? Vacuuming is my least favourite household cleaning task.
This feels like an opinion thing. That's not a fair question.
Well,
True.
It is true.
really? What changed about
Out of two
vacuuming?
choices, I
don't
got it
know
right.
everything about it.
50-50.
Eleanor has to do it. I won't do it. I hate it.
Vacuuming, I'm fine with. It's like everything else.
Eleanor,
Like,
listeners,
vacuuming's real
is
simple in
another...
most places.
anyway, we've done that
No.
gag.
It's alright. She doesn't
Eleanor
listen to
is
this.
a beautiful,
Oh, okay.
lovely flower who I will not have you damage and
She is.
defame with
is
your
a beautiful
abusive
flower.
I'm not going to
comments.
keep any of the Eleanor
She is my
praising.
future wife, and I will. Yeah, this is too far now. Isn't it? That was the line. Carry on.
Question number 8. What is the most popular vacuum
I will
cleaning
keep it
brand
in,
in
listeners.
the UK? Don't buzz in before I've given you the answers.
I think I
A.
know this one.
Vax. B. Bosch. C. Electrolux. Or D. Dyson.
Um,
Paul.
well, I want to say Dyson, but it's D. So I'm going to go for Electrolux. No, I'm going to go Bosch. Bosch.
Bosch.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You are wrong. Over to Dan.
I mean, where's,
Is it D for
I mean,
Dyson?
I thought it was Dyson.
It is D for
yeah, I knew. I
Dyson.
actually did know
Yeah!
the answer. I was just being nice.
I'm the fucking winner of this. What is that? Like 17-1.
I mean,
Suck
listeners,
my dog
listeners, I think the
bunch.
evidence stacks up as to who the real winner is. Emily.
I'm not
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
not done
Emily
yet.
won because she's
Oh, we're not
broken
done.
us apart.
Oh, God.
She's torn
There's
us
2 more
apart.
questions.
There's
I
2
said
more
10.
questions. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I thought that was the last question.
No,
I
question
think
number
the
9.
real winner is Ori because he gets to be the pimp. But you know.
Question
carry on.
number 9. The first power vacuum suction cleaner was invented in 1901. The poison arrow frog has enough poison in its body to kill approximately how many humans? A. 1,100.
Sure
B.
gag that is, Dan.
2,200.
Sure gag.
C.
This is some gimmick
3,300.
infringement shit.
D. 4,400.
Sure, gag just nick there,
Is
Dan.
it D?
No, it's not D.
This is
Sorry,
stupid
Dan.
one.
Do I get it? Do I get it passed over to me now?
You do,
Yes.
Paul.
F.
No.
Oh.
We've derailed it, ladies and gentlemen. It took us till question 9. We've given up on life. We're terrible people.
No one gets a point for that one. Okay, one last question.
Yep.
Okay.
Question number 10. True or false? A perfect vacuum is devoid of all matter, and therefore space is actually an imperfect vacuum. True or false?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who won in the end? I mean, I know it's Dan, so...
It is Dan. Dan got a total of 4 points. Paul got a total of 2.
I mean, I got basically 4 points.
You didn't know.
The listeners will know. I basically
You
got
didn't
4
listen
points.
to the rules, Paul.
And I'm gonna
You didn't
save
listen
that.
to the rules of the game. You can't say, oh, well, I didn't play by the rules, so how have I lost? Because that's not how it works. That's how you get yourself a fucking shitty documentary made on ITV. That's how that happens, not how you win the quiz show.
I didn't
That's how
cough.
you get fucked.
There's no coughing involved.
I mean, you cheated. It's still the same gimmick.
I didn't let him get away with it, Dan, don't worry. I'm going to record that, though, for the next Mastermind quiz I do, and then we'll have a running total.
There's going to be another one.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Can it not be on household cleaning products this time? Can it be on something I might stand a chance to know?
I think the whole point of the quiz is that you won it. What are you whinging about? You
What am I
won.
whinging about? Because I have no idea what just happened for the past 20 minutes. I don't know where my house is. Whose hands are these?
Listeners, now it's the time of the show where we like to have a little sketch fun. Emily has a pre-prepared word. You know the drill. And Dan's going to invent a sketch based on that word. So, Em, if you'd like to shoot out your word from your mouth hole at high speed.
Amphibian.
She said it, amphibian.
Amphibian, okay. Paul gets upset when I talk too much. He's apparently I'm buying time, so I won't do
it's
that this
fine.
time. I'll just stare awkwardly into space until I come up with something.
That'll be really good for a podcast.
He is doing it, listeners. He's staring into space.
We should record our video chat just so you can add in these.
Oh,
little
don't
bits.
give us extra work to fucking do.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late for it now. I'm just saying. I think people
I
would
don't-
appreciate
yeah.
Dan's face.
I guess it is
That hasn't actually
doable.
given me an info. That's not actually helped at all. I still have no idea what to do. Okay, amphibian. We've got a sketch of amphibian. So, Dan and Paul are sat around the flat. Dan is sat, like, upside down, like, hanging off of the one sofa.
Nice.
And, you know, making annoying noises with his mouth and kicking his feet in the air and just generally being an annoying, petulant child while Paul tries to ignore him while reading a newspaper and the camera pulls round and he's actually got like a Playboy or like some
My Hentai Comics print
Yeah, he's
out.
got My Hentai Comics printed out and it's stapled it the inside of the newspaper.
We're not supposed to interject into these, but what if
But
the
you
newspaper...
do every time it's mine. I never do on either of yours.
Well, what
Every
if-
time I
This is
start,
creative
Paul
input.
dives
This is
in.
creative input. This is allowed. What if the
Paul keeps breaking
newspaper...
rules.
It's not.
What if the newspaper was like a My Hentai Comics newspaper? Like, what if it actually they released like a newspaper? Anyway, I'm done now.
Literally, I never touch your sketches until
Sorry.
the end. I listen through and
I'm
then
sorry.
do. Every time I've done mine, every single fucking time, you've dived in at least 3 times.
I go outside my house.
Fuck.
I'd like to formally apologise for interrupting the section of the podcast where we do a sketch. Me and my family will have to try and come back from this. And I didn't touch them kids either. And I walk back in the house, and then you can continue, Dan.
Oh, why do I do this to myself every week?
Because you love us.
Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever the drugs tell me to say. So, anyway, Dan's still sat around like a petulant child. Paul's reading a newspaper or just straight up porn. I thought it'd be funnier for it to look like a newspaper and then cuts and he's reading something else. But fine, it'll just be straight up porn. He'll just be looking at my hentai comics because my choices don't matter. Only Paul's do.
No, I liked your
Clearly
choice. I
only
was just
Paul
building
matters.
on it.
I don't. Let's bring George in, shall we? I'll leave and you can have George on because clearly he's better and his opinions matter to you.
Does George
Anyway.
listen to this?
No.
I don't fucking care.
Okay.
Carry on with your sketch.
So,
Why did you say
shut
that?
up! So, they're sat around and eventually Paul, throws the newspaper down and goes, "Will you shut up?" at Dan, who's, been the whole time going like... and making just really annoying noises with his mouth, among other things. And, "Will you shut up? You're so annoying!" Alright, jeez. Dan awkwardly gets up from his bizarre position and walks over to the vivarium with Tiamat in and do you think I should fill up the one side with water? Why would you fill up the one side with water, Dan? Well, she's an amphibian. Don't they have to swim around occasionally? Don't they breathe in the water and eat sharks? What? No, of course they don't breathe. What? She's not an amphibian, Dan. It's a reptile, and they don't eat No, none of what you said was right. What is wrong with you? Oh, I thought she was an amphibian. I've been telling everybody she is. Just awkwardly staring off into space for a while, like he's having a Vietnam flashback. Paul's like, "Why are you so dumb? Why have you done this?" And he just goes, "Well, I also filled the bathtub and let her swim around in there. Is that not okay?" And we'll just cut to the bathtub and it's suddenly black and oozing. And cuts back to Paul and like, "I thought that was you just having like really gross bowel movements." So that's it. That's
This is the real edge of this one that I like.
I like it. I like surreal.
It's something weird about it that I really like.
Normally, I put a lot of effort and thought into these, but I can't. My brain is just not there today.
I like that one though. That one's really weird.
Did, yeah.
That's the sort of thing that I would do, but I like it.
It's just something about the. Oh no. Oh. I've been telling everybody she is.
I liked the sadness behind that. Like, that was a real sad moment. Like, oh, everyone's going to think I'm a fucking idiot. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go and tell everybody now that she's actually a lizard and they'll laugh at me.
They won't remember that she's, a lizard the whole time and I'm just an idiot. They'll remember that I got it wrong. Oh, no.
Brilliant. Well, listeners, that was the Emily special.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment. No, don't actually.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
We've never said that, have we?
Else. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're not popular.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Maybe that's why. If we've been saying that from the beginning.
If anyone says that, I will unsubscribe to them.
Oh wow, that's a bit harsh.
Imagine
they're only trying to make a living.
That's all you actually needed to get it to get people to subscribe was to just do that line. If you said like, share, and subscribe, and that's all it did.
All right then.
We would have been doing so much better if we'd ever remembered to do so. We've never tested it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what would make us more popular with the ladies and the YouTube. Is if we said, please like, share, and subscribe.
What in the club, in the bar, you say to like a girl, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and they're like, oh, all right.
As I look them in the eyes, trousers round my ankles, barbecue sauce smeared all over my knees. Like that's what ladies like, right?
Yes.
You're a lady. That's what ladies like, right? Tell me, answer me.
I'd prefer mayo.
Oh no! How gross is
she's
that?
She's ruined it.
You're
ruined it. The
disgusting,
M special was
me.
going well, and she's ruined it. Don't even fucking look at me. See you around YouTube.
Fuck off.
Disgusting.
Bye.
Fucking gross. Jesus Christ.